Good morning to one and all. Today we will discuss these interchanges. That means whenever there is a crossing of two roads, one on to another, automatically we have to construct these kind of constructions for road purpose. Majorly, these kind of constructions will avoid a accident or any other unseasonal things occurring on a particular road, so that it may be useful for us for a better kind of journey whenever we are using these kind of constructions on roads, so that we have to know what is an underpass, what is an overpass. In the previous class we are discussed about these underpasses, what is an underpass, where it will be utilized. Likely we are having totally these 8 kind of interchanges, so that we have to connect with our subject. We have to understand this by diagrammatic representation. That means whenever we are having this diagrammatic representation, we have to understand, so that we have to understand a better normal to a vocal, so that we have to use this. This is the normal diagram for a underpass. It is a picture. It means one of the structure is constructed like it underpass. Next thing we have to know about overpass. Overpass means normally these highways we are having this major number of these overpass. A overpass is normally also known as flyovers. Means a huge amount of flyovers in our Guntur city. We are having normally in Guntur etc. We are having a minimum 4 flyovers. Whenever there is a occurrence of these road with railway tracks, definitely there we have to construct these flyovers. Why? Because roadway is one kind of motion is there, in railways there may be another kind of motion, so that we have to use these overpasses in terms of flyovers to separate. That means grading is separated. One kind of grade is for railways, one kind of grade is for roadways, so that we need to separate those two grades by constructing these overpasses or flyovers. It is a bridge or road or railway similar to a structure crosses over to another with the help of these roads and other bridges, likely for railway systems. A pedestrian overpass also allows pedestrians safe crossing or busy without impacting traffic. That means in few cases we have to use this overpass for pedestrian purpose also. Normally whenever there is a railway bridge is there, that means railway line is there, automatically people has to cross the railway line. Automatically it also some amount of danger is there. That means danger means there may be a chance of meeting a rail with the pedestrian, so that we have to use the separate bridges for pedestrian purpose also. In few countries it was implementing. Why? Because in a lot of countries they are having a less quantity of population, so that they need to use for a better structural appearance and other things they have to implement. This is the normal overpass in everywhere of our towns and other cities. We are observing these overpasses. The major purpose of construction this overpass is to divert these railways and other waterways. In some cases we have to divert these waterways also. In Vijayawada we are having these kind of structures to divert waterways and roadways, and in Godavari also we are having these bridges. Okay, all those are overpass like structures. Normally we are called it as a bridges. In Godavari we are having two kinds of bridges on single line, that means roadway and railway. The top portion we are having roadway, bottom portion we are having railway. Likely we are having different bridges in our state and city itself, so that we have to understand. This is the overpass structure. What is a trumpet interchange? It is the third one. A trumpet interchange means it is a shape is in the form of trumpet form, so that the name will come as a trumpet interchanges. So that one highway terminates to another highway. That means another highway means definitely there may be a crossing of two highways, one onto another or one with another. That means one onto another means those two are in the form of plus cross section. One onto another. I will mark the diagram. One onto another means it in the form of plus type. One with another means like this T section. It is a one kind of cross section. It is another kind of section. So that we have to understand. It involves at least a loop ramp connecting the traffic either with entering or leaving on the terminating expressway with the far lanes of the continuous highway. That means far lanes means normally a large lane. That means now we have to use a minimum width of the road, but in case of this trumpet interchange, we are using a lot more line to connect those two places. The principal advantages are low construction cost and useful for highways and as well as tall roads. Okay, this is the trumpet interchange. That means normally here we are having a T section. I will draw with it is a road. Okay, likely we are having a road system normally. In order to we are giving another line. Okay, this is the another. Simply you have to understand. This is the one form of the line with the trumpet interchange. That means the vehicles has to move this is the normal entrance. From this line the vehicle has to move in this direction. After that we are having another, the vehicle has to come in this direction. Likely we are having different patterns. The straight vehicles will move on these two lanes. These are the different intersections. That means normally we are meeting with these points. Okay, the major part of the highway, that means this is the first one we are having. The straight line we are having is a major highway. That means the major highway is meeting with a minor highway, so that those are using these trumpet interchanges. If the two are the major highways, means automatically they use over bridges. Likely the previous one we have observed the over bridges, likely they have to construct those two kind of highway. This is the trumpet interchange. It is also the one of the example for the trumpet interchange. Here we are having two lines of the patterns. That means here we are having blue lines and red lines, so that one is the incoming and another one is the outgoing, one line and another line. How to understand by using these two connections. They are simply giving an example. The dotted line means below the bridge we are having dotted line. This is the example for the trumpet interchanges. Next one we are having this diamond interchange. Previously we are observed this diamond means in the shape of this rhombus like structure. A diamond interchange is a common type of road junction used where a freeway crosses a minor road. That means freeway crosses a minor road means there are two roads. First one is the freeway means that means a huge quantity of vehicles are flowing with huge amount of speeds. After that we are having a minor road means that means minor road means normally these village roads or any other district roads are likely those roads are connected to these national highways. That means freeway means national highways are also called as freeways. Why? Because there is no speed breakers and no other speed restrictions. Why? Because the national highway the speed limit is 100 kmph, so that the roads are designed to move with a speed of 100 kilometers per hour. But in case of these minor roads there may be speed vary with the terrains and other conditions also there, so that the freeway crosses a minor road. The diamond interchanges uses a less space than most types of freeway interchanges and avoids the interweaving traffic flow to the occurring interchanges such as cloverleaf and other. These cloverleaf structures we have to observe in further slides so that we have a better knowledge. Diamond interchanges are most effectively in areas where traffic is light. There is no other radial patterns or circular patterns there. That means why? Because if you are using a radial pattern means automatically there may be some complex properties are involved in the design itself. Here we are having only the straight line patterns. That means one of the road is major, that is having a number of lanes are high. The over road is having the some less quantity of lanes, but it is a some less quantity of lanes there. And the adjoining lines we are having on the either side of the major line, so that those are useful to connect the road with minor line. This is the simple example for the diamond interchange. It is a pictorial view, and another one is the exact view at the locations. The diamond interchange itself, we are having these arrow lines. Those arrow lines will give the movement of vehicles in different directions. On the top we are having major line, in the bottom we are having a minor line. Likely in the previous diagram is entirely different to this. Those two are the examples for this construction of diamond interchanges. One of the line we are having major line, minor line, and for every structure we are having to use some amount of features. In the major line we are having divider, but in the minor line we are not having a divider. Why? Because the major line directly separates these incoming and outgoing vehicles. That means one way and another way. But in case of minor road there is no separation. Automatically the vehicle has to use these paintings which are located on the particular roadway. Normally in roads we are having these white color paints and yellow color paints are used. Normally white paints are used for grade separation. That means lane to lane. That means if there is a two lanes, automatically they have to prescribe white line. Automatically there is two lanes with different directions, means they have to use these yellow lines. Means yellow line means there is a separate for the two movements. One movement in one direction, another movement, another line in another direction. So that yellow color paint is used for the direction changing of two lines. This is the normal pattern they are using in the diamond construction. Next one we are having is the cloverleaf interchange. What is the cloverleaf interchange? A cloverleaf interchange is a two-level interchange in which left turns are handled by ramp roads. That means ramps means a circular roads. To get left in all right hand traffics, vehicles first continuously as one road passes on another road and next exit or another way of the 3/4 loop ramp or 270 and merge with another intersecting road. Means we have to observe first of all this diagram. This is a complete cloverleaf interchange. In this complete cloverleaf interchange, the road section is in there like a pattern of a flower with floor close central part. That means major lane and minor lane we are having. Those lines are connected with these intersections. That middle we are having a overbridge and RUB we are having underpass and overpass. Both we are having. Underpass means minor line we are having underpass. Major line is coming from the overpass. After that we are having these four circles on each other. That means on each direction, north direction, west direction and south and east direction we are having four leaf like patterns, circular patterns, so that those patterns are useful to connect one lane with another lane. That means major line is connected with minor line with the help of these leaf like structures on two sides. It is highly cost. Why? Because we are having huge amount of these construction areas in these patterns. On the other direction also we are having a rhombus like totally rhombus like shape it is. In this rhombus like shape it also we are having adjacent lines connected to one place to another place to avoid this kind of distance. It is a example. That means a construction area like clover leaf structure. It is somewhat different. That means the radials are not equal. That means some amount of angle of intersection. That means the line is simply radial line. It is not a straight line. One line is straight line, another line is a radial line, which is in the shape of likely simply S-like structure. That means S shape is there, so that the structure is somewhat different to the previous one. But it is a clover leaf structure, complete clover leaf structure. It is a full clover leaf, already previously we are observed. That means here we are having, these are in the shape of normally rhombus we are having. In the rhombus itself we are having a major and minor line with these directions. Full clover leaf. After that we are having a partial clover leaf also. Means partial clover leaf means the structure is having only two directions. Here we are having four directions, but in case of this partial clover leaf only we are having two clover leaves. Partial clover leaf is a modification that combines some elements of the diamond interchange. That loops a clover leaf eliminate the more critical turning conflicts. It provides more acceleration and deceleration space for a freeway. It is a off. That means we are having only two leaves here. Partial clover leaf interchange. And one way and another way are simply contacting. This is the partial clover leaf structure. And we are having both rhombus shape we are having. Means here this is the connection, another connection, another connection, and another connection. Both direction, but here only two loops we are having. That means two holes like structures. Partial clover leaf. In the previous we are having four circular sections into the particular point, but in case of this partial clover leaf only we are having two loop like or circular sections. It is a example. That means a drawing for partial clover leaf. It is a construction area, it is a drawn area. There may be difference to construction area and drawn area. You need to understand where here we are having this kind of structure. That means simply it represents a bridge or over underpass. Okay, you have to remember this kind of structure will having a underpass like. In many competitive exams you have to face this kind of structure. That symbol represent what kind of structure. It is a overpass or underpass, simply a canal or any other loop. They will give options, we need to choose. It is a underpass. Next one we are having this rotary interchange. That means there may be a huge quantity of roads are meeting at a particular point, so that there may be a chance of huge collisions. These rotary interchanges, they are constructing a particular dotted portion. That means the dotted portion they are having is simply a land with a greenery or any other structures, so that those will avoid these clashing or particular intersection points. What is the directional interchange? Next one we are having the directional interchange provides a direct or left turns. That means the road is connected to particular procession, so that this directional interchanges directly gives a turns either in a left or right turns. These interchanges contains ramps for one or more direct or semi-direct left turning movements. That means here we are having these ramp like structures. Another simply we are having these arrows. Okay, we have for suppose we are moving into a particular rotary. First of all we need to move in a circular path. After that, if there is a way we need to move, simply we need to move on to the way. Otherwise we have to move in a rotary and we have to go in particular destination line. There is interchange contains a ramps or any other move to directly semi-direct turning movements. Interchanges of two freeways or interchanges with one to more heavy turning movements usually warrant direct ramps which have higher speeds or operation and higher capacities compared to loop ramps. So that is a directional interchange. Normally it is a T section, already previously we are observing, but in case of here we are having some amount of angle of inclination is there. That means there may be some amount of height, that it is a normally height we are having only for one lane. Here we have to observe this divergence. That means the road is diverting into two lanes. This is the one kind of divergence. It is road is converting into intersection. Likely we have to observe. Okay, on one side it is a diverging, on another side it is a intersecting. Likely. On which direction we have to observe it, we have to understand it is a diverging line or intersecting line. A major line is interconnecting with another minor line, so that this kind of directional interchange will be appearing on the particular section, so that in that particular road also they are having two bridges, so that one is leaving into another road. Why we have to construct these kind of interchanges means normally in a national highways the vehicles are moving with a speed of more than 80 to 100 kilometers. That means 80 normally they are maintaining, they are moving with hundreds of kilometers with their vehicles. Whenever there is a small curvy like area, automatically they need to slow down their vehicle. Automatically if there is a slowdown means there may be a chance of occurring an accident, so that they need to use these kind of interchanges for speed continuity. That means they have to continue their speeds with their vehicles and they need to pass those lines. Okay, this is the major phenomena for the developing of these directional interchanges and other different kinds of intersections, so that there may be no obstruction to the vehicles which are passing on national highways. Simply we need to add to the national highway by using different other directional interchanges or any other intersections. After that we are having a grade intersections. What is the grade intersections? A grade intersection is also called as a at-grade intersection. These areas are legs of the intersection joins to the particular cross of the same level. The basic traffic maneuvers such as diverging, merging and crossing and used at the particular intersections. These are the grade intersections. Normally previously we are observed different intersections. All those are with high-rise merging points are here we are having. But in case of this, these are the normal lines. Those are used for the purpose of national highways, but these are used for the purpose of normal roadways. Why? Because normal roadways they are having less quantity of speed to their vehicles of the users, so that there may be no proper utility for those kind of structures, so that they are simply developing these kind of sections. T means there may be chance of two roads connecting with perpendicular to each other. That means one line is a major line, another line is simply having to connect with this major line. After that two major lines are crossing, so that this plus cross section symbol is used. That means both lines are major lines, they are connecting at a particular point. After that we are having this tag line. That means one end of the road is particularly having that end pattern. After that another road is simply moving, simply it is called as the L section also. Likely we are having same stag like system. After that we are having bottomly T section is in another direction. That means it is also called as a Y junction. After that we are having a cross section or skewed cross section. Okay, Y section or any other. In the bottom also we are having three lines are connecting at three angle of intersections. Normally at the top section we are having a perpendicular, that means a line connecting with perpendicular to each other. Here also we are having a perpendicular connection to each line. But in case of here, there may be a chance of more amount of angle to the particular road. On one side it is connecting with less angle, another side it is connecting with right huge angle. Okay, in here also we are having a huge amount of angle on one side and less quantity of angle on another side, so that there may be different kinds of patterns they are having. But in case of this skewed cross section, the total road is twisted from direction. Here we are having different angles with each line. That means 60 60 60 120 120 120 likely. That means if the particular center we are having 120 degrees to each other. After that we are having this diagram. In this point we are having a junction of 5 lines with different angles. What are the requirements needed for these intersections, particularly at grades? At the intersection of the area, conflict should be as small as possible. That means the conflicts means interconnecting points. Those should be as small as possible. That means if there is a conflict area is large, means automatically there may be no space to move a vehicle on the particular road, so that we need to provide a less quantity of these conflict points. As small as possible means less quantity of area will be provided for these conflict points. At relative speed and particularly angle of approach of vehicle should be small. That means angle of approach of the vehicle should be small, means we need to decrease our vehicular speed. Why? Because we are having a huge amount of speed we are using on particular roads, so that at particularly the systems we have to we need to decrease our vehicular speed. Why? Because normally in the particular roads we are having these traffic boards at a particular 100 meters. We have to face these T junctions or particular angles, so that we need to minimize our vehicle speed. Likely we are having different signboards, so that according to our signboards we need to decrease our vehicle speed. Next one, adequate visibility should be available for vehicles approaching at the intersection. That means visibility to the vehicles also a major phenomena to reduce accidents. That means visibility means automatically visibility is directly related to this side distance, either it may be a short side distance or overtaking side distance. Those two are related to this visibility pattern, so that we need to have a better visibility phenomena at this particular cross sections. Next one, sudden change of path should be avoided. Sudden change of path means I will show. It is a vehicle, it is a particular section, so that there may be sudden change. Means vehicle has to move and they have to change the pattern in sudden direction. That means at a particular 90 degrees. Why? Because the vehicle is simply coming on to the particular point. Automatically here we have to use some amount of these circular like patterns or conflict points. Why? Because the vehicle has to move in this direction and simply this direction. Okay, in different paths they have to move likely, so that there may be some less quantity of sudden clashing. What are the requirements of these intersections? Geometric features like turning radius and width of the pavement should be adequately provided. This is the normal road we are having, so that we need to increase the width of the road by using this kind of dimension. That means here the road will be decreases. This scratched portion will be removed from the road and you have to increase the width of the road. Why? Because if we increase the width means automatically there may be a chance of better visibility to the drivers. Automatically road is widened means the vehicles having a free flow with their relative speeds, so that we need to improve the quantity of the speed at the particular cross sections. Geometric features like turning radius and width of the pavement should be adequately provided. Adequately means more than the required. quantity. Proper signs should be provided on the roads approaching intersection to warn the driver. Means warning means the warning boards are necessarily provided on particular roads before 100 meters to 200 meters. Why? Because if there is a road cross section is there, automatically below 1 meter we are providing the board, means automatically there may be no chance to slow down the vehicle speed. If the board is provided before 100 meters, means automatically a particular quantity of awareness to the driver on his mind, so that he will have to change his gears or any other mechanism on which is employed in their vehicles, so that there may be better chance to control an accidents and clashings. Next one, good lighting is at night systems. That means good lighting at night is desirable. At particular cross sections, we need to provide headlights. Not headlight, mean the high towered lights have to be provided at particular sections to have a better lighting property. Sometimes these lighting properties also cause a major amount of accidents. Why? Because they will directly reflect onto the eyes of the driver. Those also leads to some amount of accidents. So that we need to use a proper lighting system which will not affect it to the drivers. If the number of pedestrians or cyclists are large, that means in that particular cross sections there may be a huge quantity of pedestrians, that means walkers, those using their feet to those people, those who are using their feet to travel on those particular roads, those are called as the pedestrians. And the cyclists are large, means those kind of vehicles, bicycles are using, and pedestrian purpose also. We need to provide a separate provision. Why? Because separate provisions means we have to lay out some a single lane road for these pedestrians and cyclists. Normally in bridges and other things we have to observe these pedestrians were having a entire separate span at the edges of the bridge, so that these pedestrians and cyclists has to move on those edges of the particular bridge. It will leads to a separate traffic flow for pedestrians and other two wheelers or any other four wheelers, so that there may be no chance for the traffic jams and traffic delays. These are the intersections we are normally observing on different ways. This is the first one is the T plan, that means that in the shape of T shape. After that we are having a plus cross section. After that we are having a Y cross section. Likely we have normally this is the cross section of the road, and those cross section will be increases by this circular pattern. Likely they are using this circular, okay, on both sides of the road. Here also they are normally they have to met with like this cross section, but they are increasing likely. Here also one lane, okay, one lane, simply they are using some amount of extra space, particularly at these joints, to divert plenty of vehicles on their relative speeds. This is the another way of example for extra widening of the road. Means types of unchannelized intersections here we are having. Plain intersection, that means no provision for the additional pavement width for turning movements. After a flagged intersection means here we are having flagged, means in the center we are having divider, at the edges we are having some amount of cross sections or these conflict points, they are directly showing with respect to these triangular shapes, so that those will be useful for the drivers to change the particular direction of the roadway. That means there may be no mixed traffic in case of these flagged intersections. I will show with diagrams. That means here we are having a road, because those diagrams are very small. These are constructed, that means the simply the movers has to move in this direction, and these also has to move in the direction. This has to move in the direction, okay, likely whatever the direction I will give a improper directions, and the straight lines will have to move in this path, so that there may be no collisions by providing these kind of triangular patterns on the road. First one, here we are not having a triangular pattern. Simply the vehicles are moving and there may be a chance of collision on one to another. So that in the second section here we are having this triangular like pattern, so that these triangular like patterns will help to divert different lines, straight line vehicles and oppositely going vehicles. Here we are using these triangular patterns, so that there may be some amount of usage to decrease the quantities of clashings. Unchannelized intersections. What are these unchannelized intersections? The entire intersection area is paved. That means the entire intersection area is paved, means the total road is constructed with the material. That means either it may be cement or tar road. The total road is provided is with paving material. After that, we are having is there is absolutely no restriction to the vehicles to use. That means no restrictions to the vehicles to use. In some of the areas we have to use only some quantity of the road, other quantity of the road will be not used by the particular users. Why? Because there may be different statues or any other things are nearly to the structure, so that those areas will have to, we won't have to use any part of the intersection area, so that these are also lowest class of the intersection, earliest to construct in the field. That means there may be some kind of less quantity of the road due to this type of intersections, but most complex in traffic operations, resulting in a large conflict area and more number of accidents unless controlled by traffic signals or police. Because in the previous diagram we are observing, this is the one kind of cross section, but at the particular, I'll show with this is the point. In this point we need to have this traffic lights, otherwise there may be no definite flow of the vehicles. Automatically the vehicular flow will not be restricted, means there may be chance of occurring huge quantity of accidents, so that we have to use these traffic lines or any other man operated systems. That means man operated means simply a police or any other cop will be appointed at particular place, so that he will monitor the flow of the particular traffic. Those will be helpful for us to decrease the quantity of accidents occurring on a place. Next one, that can be adapted by only road intersection with less low of traffic volume. That means adapted only on the road intersections where there is intersections. At that particular points there may be separate police or any other team will be monitoring to avoid this kind of accidents. As the traffic volume increases, the intersection will have be upgraded to a higher category of such as catalyzed intersections, signalized intersections. That means if the traffic flow is very low, we need to construct these kind of patterns. Otherwise, if the traffic flow is very high, means automatically we have to go for a previous structures like these RUBs and ROBs. This kind of directional interchanges we have to use if the traffic flow is more in nature. If the traffic flow is less in nature, we need to use these kind of tree plants, explants and other enlarging techniques, so that definitely there may be use. These are the unchannelized intersections. These unchannelized intersections are used for the less quantity of traffic where we are having. As the traffic volume increases, the intersections will have an upgraded higher category. That means upgraded means automatically upgrade means what normally we are having. Means normally we are having a particular amount of area. In that particular amount of area, daily traffic will be flowing. If there is any increment of population, automatically in that particular area there may be a huge quantity of vehicles are flowing, so that for those huge quantity of vehicles the land may be not sufficient, so that there may be chance of huge quantity of this traffic jams and traffic delays and other accidents are occurring on those spaces. So that definitely we will go for upgradation of the system. That means we need to construct these under bridges and over bridges to divert the traffic and to divert these traffic jams and other accident systems, So that there may be a need of signalized intersections and other upgraded systems. This is the total content.